Hare Special times we could ever be together. It's said that when they put Lord Krishna to rest, he sleeps for exactly 24 minutes. And then he gets up and climbs out of a window, onto a tree, down the tree, and into the forest. And so, about this time, our Krishna is calling for jivas far and wide with his celebrated flute. And because it's so dark, our Srimati Radharani has to traverse so many difficulties just to get through the forest. She's left her home, dinner, family, prestige, family name, reputation, sometimes even without kajal on both eyes. She's decided, I'm going. And so because it is so dark, our job now is to sing as loudly as we can, in hopes that maybe we can let her know where the arena for dancing is. Hare Krishna. one more.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Today's class will be given by Prabhupada ji on Canto 1st, chapter 16 and verse number 2. Yesterday we have started new chapter, titled as How Parikshit Maharaj Received Age of Kali. So we'll welcome everyone. Thank you so much for taking time and coming regularly. So we'll get started. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Sa Uttarasya Tanayam Upayema Iravatim Janamejaya Adins Chaturas Tasyam Upadayat Sutam Sa Uttarasya Tanayam Upayema Iravatim Janame Jayadins Chaturas Tasyam Utpadayat Sudan Sa Uttarasya Tanayam Upayema Iravatim Janame Jayadins Chaturas Tasyam Utpadayat Satam Sudan Sa Uttarasya Tanayam Upayema Iravatim Janame Jayadins Chaturas Tasyam Utpadayat Sudan Savantarasya Tanayam Upayema Iravati He Uttarasya of King Uttara Tanayam daughter Upayeme married Iravati Janamejaya Adin headed by Maharaj Janamejaya Chaturaha four in number Tasyam her Utpadayat married Sutan sons. Translation.
Utpada married.
To be produced.
Begotten. It should be begotten. That's correct.
King Parikshit married the daughter of King Uttara and begot four sons headed by Maharaj Janamejaya.
Uttarasya Tanayam. Maharaj Parikshit, his mother's name was Uttara. Uttara means King Virata. He had two issues, one son, one daughter. The son's name was Uttara and the daughter's name was Uttara. This Uttara was taught dancing by Arjuna. when Arjuna was staying at Maharaj Virata's house as an ordinary dancing master, they did not know that he is Arjuna, because the promise was for 1 year they should remain incognito. If they are detected, then again for 12 years they will be banished. So Arjuna, Bhim and others, they took different types of services in the house, palace of Maharaj Uttara, Maharaj Virat. So he was appointed as a dancing master, teacher to the daughter Uttara. Just see, Arjuna was a great warrior and he was expert dancing master also. So, when it was disclosed that these servants, they are the Pandavas, they remained here as ordinary servant. So Maharaj Virat was very much pleased that such exalted persons are living in my house incognito. So he offered Uttara to Arjuna that you marry my daughter. You have taught her dancing. So Arjuna said, how can I marry her? I am teacher and she is my disciple. She is my daughter. How can I marry her? Then Arjuna said that if you want to keep this daughter in our family, I have got a grown-up son, 16 years old. That means Abhimanyu, the son of Subhadra. The Subhadra. Krishna, Balaram, Subhadra. So Subhadra was married to Arjuna and the son was Abhimanyu. So Uttara was married to Abhimanyu. And the son was Maharaj Parikshit. Abhimanyu was just married and the war was declared. So when Abhimanyu had to go to fight, so he went to fight in the battlefield of Kurukshetra on behalf of his father, but he never returned. He died there. So Uttara was pregnant and Maharaj Parikshit was within the home. But the opposite party, they killed. And the last killing was 5 sons of Pandavas. They were sleeping and Ashwatthama, just to satisfy Duryodhana, he killed these sons while they were sleeping, most abominable, and brought the heads to Duryodhana. Now I have finished the Kuruman. So Duryodhana could understand that they are not the heads of the Pandavas, but their sons. So out of disappointment that our whole family is now finished, he died. So only Maharaj Parikshit was in the womb of his mother. That was also attempted to be killed by Brahmastra. Brahmastra is almost similar to the atomic weapon. And Brahmastra, the specific function of Brahmastra is that when this weapon is released, it will kill the particular man wherever he is. It will go there. and kill him. It doesn't matter whether he is in front or in somewhere. The weapon is so powerful that simply by mantra you release it and it will kill your enemy, wherever he is. So one Brahmastra was released to kill this child, baby within the womb, embryo, to kill. And at that time, Uttara felt that her pregnancy is going to be what is called discharge. So immediately she approached Krishna, I am feeling like that, miscarrying. Please save me. So at that time, Krishna entered the womb of Uttara and saved the child from the Brahmastra. So Maharaj Parikshit is such a devotee that he was protected from the embryo by Krishna. Therefore, Sukadeva Goswami had this Mahapaurishika. You are great personality. So this Maharaj Parikshit was again cursed by a Brahmin. He could retaliate that, but he did not do so, just to offer respect to the Brahmin. He considered himself offender. That is the last stage, and because he was cursed by a Brahmin at the last stage of his life, 7 days he heard Srimad Bhagavatam from Sukadeva Goswami. Therefore, we have got this book. This is the whole story. So here, Maharaj Parikshit, son of Uttara, but he married his maternal uncle's daughter. That was permissible. Still it is permissible. This kind of marriage is considered very aristocratic, to marry the daughter of maternal uncle. So Arjuna also married the daughter of maternal uncle. Kunti is the sister of Vasudeva, Krishna's father, and Subhadra is the daughter of Vasudeva. So he also married. Except in southern India, this process is now no longer existing. In Bengal and other provinces of India, they do not marry the first cousin. So that is the marriage system. But in southern India, still to marry the daughter of maternal uncle is considered as very aristocratic. So this system was current 5,000 years ago also. So Maharaj Parikshit married his uncle's daughter, Uttarasya Tanaya. Tanaya means daughter. Uttarasya Tanaya Upajima. And her name was Iravati. Iravati. So, in the womb of Iravati, Maharaj Parikshit begotten 4 sons. The first one's name is Janmenjaya. Adi. Adi means beginning with. He begotten 4 sons, beginning with Janmenjaya. The history of Janmenjaya is also very nice. You can read the Janmenjaya paragraph.
Janamejaya, one of the Rajarshi kings, and the famous son of Maharaj Parikshit. His mother's name is Iravati, or according to some, Madravati. Maharaj Janamejaya begot two sons of the names Gyatanika and Sankukarna. He celebrated several sacrifices in the Kurukshetra pilgrimage, and he had three younger brothers named Shrutasena, Ugrasena, and Bhimasena II. He invaded Taxila, or Ajanta, and he decided to avenge the unlawful curse upon his great father, Maharaj Parikshit.
Yes. Maharaj Parikshit was cursed by a Brahmin boy, not even 12 years old. When he heard that his father was insulted, one Muni, he was in meditation, and Maharaj Parikshit was in the forest hunting. So he was very much thirsty. So in those days in the forest there were many hermitages, saintly persons, sages used to live. So he entered one of them and asked for water. But the Muni was great meditation. He could not hear him, receive the king. So he felt insulted that I asked water, this man is silent. So there was a dead snake. So out of anger, he took the dead snake and wrapped him and went out. So this news was spread, and his son was playing. And as soon as he heard that my father has been insulted in this way, he became very angry and cursed him immediately that this snake or a snake would bite this king and he'll die out of snake bite. And then again he came to his father. He was crying. The father, at that time the meditation of the father was broken. And why, my son, you are crying? And you have been insulted by Maharaj Parikshit. I have cursed him like this. Oh, he became, what you have done wrong thing? You have cursed Maharaj Parikshit. Oh, the greatest blame will be on the Brahman society. The Kali Yuga begins deterioration of the Brahmin community. You are the first. The one thing is that even a child born of a Brahmin was so powerful that because he cursed Maharaj Parikshit to die out of snake bite, it could not be withdrawn. He died. Just see how much Brahminical power was that time. Even a child, what to speak of, grown up. So in those days, as in the first verse we learned, Dvijavarsa Shikshaya. Actually, the Brahmins, they were controlling the state, but not directly, not sitting on the throne, but giving the kings good advice according to Shastra, that you rule over like this is the process, and the king should abide by it. Although the monarchy was there, but they were not irresponsible. First of all, the king was trained and educated perfectly. Therefore it is called Dvijavarsa Shikshaya. Yesterday I explained Dvija, the twice born Brahmin, and again it is added with another word, Borja. Borja means the first class, not third class, first class man. Dvijavarsa Shikshaya. They used to teach. They used to advise. And if the king was worthless, sometimes they would kill the king. And next son, his son would take position. That was done in the case of Maharaj Bena. Maharaj Ben, he was upstart. He was born of a low-class mother. So he became so upstart that in his boyhood he was playing with friends, and if there was some quarrel, he would kill such friend. So his father became so disgusted, tried to reform him in so many ways, but he could not be reformed. The father, Maharaj Anga, he left the king all of a sudden, kingdom all of a sudden, being disgusted. Then the Brahmins asked the king that you are not ruling very nicely, you have stopped all religious function, this is not good for the people, neither for you. They first of all tried to pacify him by nice instruction. But the king said, you Brahmins, you do not know me very well. I am God and this and that. Then he was killed by the Brahmins. You know that Jamadagni, Parashurama, when he saw that the kings were not responsible, he killed the whole Kshatriya family for 21 times. So that was the government. If the Brahmins should see that the Kshatriyas, the kings, were not ruling properly according to the Vedic principle, sometimes they would kill the king. So the Maharaj Parikshit was also killed, but not for his fault. There was, of course, little fault that he took his. That is Krishna's arrangement. He was to go, leave this world so that Bhagavat may be spoken and people will derive benefit out of it. Otherwise, Maharaj Parikshit could retaliate. He was so powerful, devotee. But he did not. So, go on, Dini.
He performed a great sacrifice called Sarpa Yagya to
This
kill...
Sarpa Yagya, because his father, Maharaj Parikshit, died of a snake bite, so he performed a yagya that all the snakes within this universe must die now. That was his determination. So he was performing such yagya that all the snakes, they are coming and falling on the fire. So there was such powerful mantras that one could do that. These things are now forgotten. Nobody knows, nobody can believe. But it was possible by the Brahmins, by chanting the Vedic mantra, they could do anything they like. That was the yagya performance. Go on.
To kill a race of serpents, including the Takshaka, which had bitten his father to death. On request from many influential demigods and sages, he had to change his decision to kill a race of snakes.
Yeah. Although he was determined to kill, he was requested by many demigods and persons just for one snake's fault. That was also destined. You cannot kill all the species of snake. Then it was stopped. Then?
But despite stopping the sacrifice, he satisfied everyone concerned in the sacrifice by rewarding them properly and stopping further procedure of the sacrifice. In the ceremony, Mahamuni Vyasadeva also was present, and he personally narrated the history of the battle of Kurukshetra before the king. Later on, by the order of Vyasadeva, his disciple Vaishampayana narrated before the king the subject matter of Mahabharata. He was much affected by his great father's untimely death and was very anxious to see him again, and he expressed his desire before the great sage Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva also fulfilled his desire. His father was present before him, and he worshipped both his father and Vyasadeva with great respect and pomp. Being fully satisfied, he made charities most munificently to the brahmanas present in the sacrifice.
You can read another verse.
Ajahara Ashwamedhang Drin Gangayam Puri Dakshinan Sharadvatam Gurum Krutva Diva Yatra Akshigochara Ajaharashvamedhang Strin Ashvamedhang Strin Gangayang Puri Dakshinan Sharadvatam Gurum Kritva Deva Yatrakshi Gochara Ajaharashvamedhang Strin Gangayang Puri Dakshinan Sharadvatam Gurum Krutva Deva Yatrakshi Gochara Ajaharashvamedhang Strin Gangayang Puri Dakshinan Sharadvatam Gurum Kritva Deva Yatrakshi Gochara.
That's all right. Now chant Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. That's a wonderful class by Srila Prabhupada. So much history. How Mother Uttara got married, how Arjuna had trained her, and also Subhadra's. So much history. Srila Prabhupada nicely, explained even the King Vena and the Shringi Rishi how cursed it so nicely. All the pastimes. Srila Prabhupada nicely explains. So, would like to open for any questions or any takeaways for today's class. Please unmute and speak for your any takeaways. Thank you. Less strength today. Just I was thinking on the point from my side. When Parikshit Maharaj was saved by the Lord himself when he was in the Mother Sumutra. That's why Parikshit Maharaj's name was, Parikshit. When he, born, came out, he was, all the time doing parikshan, like the checking. Who is that personality? Is that he? Is that he? He was always in that, mode of, doing parikshan or the remembering who was that personality who came and saved me. So that's the reason Parikshit Maharaj named as a Parikshit, who always, doing parikshan or finding who was that, who saved me. So even the Parikshit Maharaj is that powerful, Lord himself saved, but when he got cursed by the Shamik Rishi's son Shringi, he happily accepted the curse. even he was the king, like Parikshit Maharaj was ruling the whole Bharatvarsha. He wasn't a small king, the king of the whole Bharatvarsha. That's the reason Shamik Rishi feels so bad when he hear that his son has cursed, because Parikshit Maharaj was ruling the very nicely and protecting all the religious principle in the kingdom, and he Shamik Rishi was worrying, now if the king goes, who is gonna help to protect the religious principle? We need the good king. So that's the reason he immediately went and told this story to Parikshit Maharaj, this news. So point I was trying to understand is, even though he was so big ruling king and at that post, and even he's close to the Lord, he happily accepted the curse, and whatever the Lord's plan, he was submissive to that. So I was just thinking that point, how even they had so much power, but they always obliged or submissive to the whatever the Lord has arranged, planned to them. He did not retaliate or thought, how small boy can, give this curse. So that was one of the point I was thinking. For more. Another point I was thinking, how Parikshit Maharaj got the liberation just listening the Srimad Bhagavatam for 7 days on the bank of river Ganga. So Bhagavatam is that powerful. Just giving oral reception, coming regularly on the call, and listening is quite, a lot beneficial. That's what Parikshit Maharaj did. What he did, just listen the Srimad Bhagavatam attentively, and at the end of 7 days, he went back to Godhead. So that much powerful Srimad Bhagavatam. So when you hear regularly and give the oral reception attentively, even though we may feel or may not feel the change, but it's doing its job, purifying, and one gets pious credit when we attentively hear the Srimad Bhagavatam. That's another point I was thinking on. So, is anyone has anything to share, and anything in general, also not specifically from this class? If not, we really thank you coming regularly to the call and attending the Srimad Bhagavatam. We really appreciate. So we'll stop here. It was a small class. We'll stop with our Vaishnava prayer. Vancha kalpatarubhesha kripa sindhu bhevacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namah. Vaishnavanda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Thank you, dear devotees. Have a wonderful day. Hare Krishna.